we have always promised you that here we will put out the stories that matter to you, that stories that authorities should take a look at and ensure that lives like these, young lives full of hope, are not lost in the most meaningless manner. These two pictures that you are seeing were two young people, Hemant Patil and Mahendra Fatik, both 19 years old, looking forward, full of life. And all that they were doing in their daily struggle was just to go back home safely after a long day at work. But they couldn't, and their families couldn't have imagined how their life would come to a tragic end. Both these young lives lost on the roads due to potholes. This is writing death due to potholes. Hemant was a resident of Palghar and Mahendra was from Nagpur. They died on the road. They died because the pothole-ridden roads did not give them a chance. Let me just break it down and tell you one by one about both these cases. Imagine, this could have happened to any of us. Mahendra died, 19-year-old, died after falling into a waterlogged pothole along with his motorcycle in Nagpur. Crater so big, he had no chance. And that's, I'm talking about, a busy road in Nagpur. 2025, all those claims about world-class highways and roads. Now, answer that to Mahendra's family. He suffered serious head injuries and died on the spot. Imagine, he was reportedly the nephew of the former councillor of that area. Councillor, those who are responsible to check that the roads are all right. Now, police have sent the victim's body. The family is absolutely desperate, inconsolable. It would be for anybody. I want to play out. Can I just show you these visuals? Exactly, this tells you the spot. Can we show those pothole visuals, please? And they will, mark, these visuals will mark, this is the big pothole in which Mahendra lost his life. Our colleagues counted in just one spot. Look at that, what you're seeing at this moment. 4 big potholes. As if the authorities have decided, we will create these death traps. Save yourself if you can. Just take a look at this report which has been sent by my colleague from Nagpur.
ये कल जो घटना हुई है उसमें एक डिप्टी सिग्नल का लड़का था 23 साल का, उसकी उसमें मौत हुई है। काफी अनफॉर्चुनेट इंसिडेंट है, लेकिन इसमें वो बैरिकेड्स का इस्तेमाल किया गया था या नहीं, या फिर जो भी गड्ढे खोदे गए थे उसमें क्या उन्होंने प्रिकॉशंस लिए गए थे, ये सब इन्वेस्टिगेशन का विषय रहेगा। इसके लिए लकड़गंज पुलिस स्टेशन में ऑलरेडी एक कल्पेबल होमिसाइड नॉट अमाउंटिंग टू मर्डर का ऑफेंस रजिस्टर कर दिया गया और उसकी डिटेल इन्वेस्टिगेशन में ये सारी चीजें आगे आई।
These are the water-filled potholes in Nagpur's Dipti signal area where a railway overbridge is under construction. The barricades have now been put up, but these were not here till last night, till Tuesday night, when a young man named Mahendra Fatik lost his life when his motorcycle slipped and he fell in one of these water-filled potholes. Let's speak to the locals here. Lokesh, क्या चोटें आई थी लोकेश की, जिसके महेंद्र की, जिसकी वजह से मौत हुई?
महेंद्र जी को बहुत ही गंभीर चोटें आई थी, जिसमें यहाँ पे कुछ रॉड निकले हुए कंस्ट्रक्शन की तरफ, वो रॉड उसके पेट में घुसा और उनकी ब्लीडिंग हुई और पैर की कुछ हड्डियाँ टूटी हुई।
ये क्या मुश्किलें हैं? यहाँ पर सड़क बन रही है, रेलवे ओवरब्रिज बन रहा है, सड़क की हालत बहुत खराब है। क्या बताएंगे आप, क्या हालात थे रात को जब ये हादसा हुआ?
ये प्रोजेक्ट MRDC का है और यहाँ के जो ठेकेदार इंचार्ज है उनको हमने डेपोजिटेशन और लेटर दिया है कि यहाँ पे बैरिकेड लगाओ और बहुत सी सुविधा कराओ, लेकिन उन्होंने कुछ नहीं किया। लेकिन हादसा होने के बाद में अभी देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे बैरिकेड लगे, कुछ गड्ढे बुझाए गए और ये हादसा होने का इंतजार करते हैं और उसके बाद में वो
आपको लाइट थी यहाँ पे?
नहीं, रात को तो कुछ भी लाइट नहीं था सर, बहुत ही अंधेरा था पूरा, बहुत ही ज्यादा।
So the locals are saying that the contractor has overlooked security concerns and the water-filled potholes were not taken care of. There were no lights, which led to the ghastly accident. In Nagpur, Sanjay Tiwari for NDTV.
Now, imagine Mahendra, if you thought was one such incident out of the blue, you are mistaken. Let me put the spotlight on another one, unfortunate incident from Maharashtra itself, Palghar. Hemant, a young 19-year-old, was riding on his way back to his house at the Wada Bhiwandi highway. This is in Palghar area, when his scooter collided with a trailer and it skidded. This happened because of a pothole in that area. Hemant died on the spot. The young guy who was the sole breadwinner for his family used to work in a company, the Blue Star company, and he was on his way back home. Pothole took the life of this 19-year-old as well. And it's just a tragedy that we just keep on, we're speaking about it, but nothing happens. Both of them now join these numbers. And unfortunately for our authorities, these are just numbers. 20,000 lives have been lost to potholes in the last 5 years. Imagine the most tragic way to go because of the negligence of the civic authorities. 3,996 deaths in 2021 alone. 5 people are killed almost daily somewhere in this country because of the potholes. It's a pandemic. In Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, Tamil Nadu are the worst hit as far as the pothole deaths are concerned. In 2018, the Supreme Court called the pothole deaths unacceptable. Poor road maintenance, slow civic response have been blamed for this. Victim often the riders of two-wheelers and pedestrians and daily commuters, but nothing changes. It doesn't matter to anybody. These young lives are extinguished before they can even bloom. And this is, the outrage means nothing to our authorities, the people that we pay our taxes to. And one aspect of this is that in mega cities, in one of the top cities of this country, in Bengaluru, the absolutely shabby condition of the roads is driving the business away. People don't want to work in cities like Bengaluru. Bengaluru, there are companies which want to shut their office. Yes, you heard it absolutely right. They want to shut their offices and move out. Let's go full frame and show the condition of this road in Bengaluru, which is forcing people to, in fact, shut their offices and move on. An IT company co-founder, Rajesh Yabaji, has shared on X that, it's very hard to continue because of the condition of the roads in Bengaluru. In Bengaluru office of the outer ring road, after 9 years of operations, the Bengaluru infrastructure, including pothole issues, remains a persistent challenge for the city, and that is why companies want to move out of that. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah says that it's an ongoing process, it takes time, but till when will people just keep waiting? They don't want to. I mean, you want world-class infrastructure and world-class investment to come into your city, into your state. The basic infrastructure would have to be provided, or else people will move out, and that's the warning for Bengaluru.
ನಾನೀಗ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿ ಅಂತಾರೆ ಮೋಹನ್ ದಾಸ್ ಕಿರಣ್ ಮಜುಮ್ದಾರ್ ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಸರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗಪ್ಪ ಅದು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
And Bengaluru's loss could be a gain for somebody else. Already Nara Lokesh in Andhra Pradesh is making a pitch for Vizag. Take a look.
One of India's largest data center in Visakhapatnam. It's going to be a 1 gigawatt data center. We started from ground up. That conversation, I think, happened around August, where I drove them personally, showed them the land, and got them excited about Visakhapatnam. To the domestic companies like TCS, with Chandra, I had this conversation, and TCS, because of the economic value that they add to the entire ecosystem and being IT, and you understand this better, we gave them land at 99 paise.
We also coming after you now.
Please, Abhishek, you have your first client ready now. So that's how we get things done. And that's what we mean in terms of speed of doing business.
The idea for Nationwide at 6 and NDTV is to put the spotlight on issues, as I've been saying, that matter to you. And we want your voice to be heard. This is what people of Bengaluru, they want the government to listen to their voice. Take a look at how India speaks here on NDTV.
On the outer ring road that you can see, this is a huge problem that the people face here because of the huge traffic congestion, the poor road conditions. All this really poses the challenges to them. Now one can imagine how does that really normal life becomes difficult for the public here, because one have to travel to the work in the morning, students have to go to their colleges, schools as well, and this is how their lives really becomes difficult in the morning as well as in the evening.
From travel to office here, it's been minimum 1.5 hour for 6 kilometer stretch. It's been really hectic. We don't have any alternate actually, waiting for the metro to get over. They should plan it better actually, traffic. It's been very difficult for all of us. Even small babies, everybody are traveling in this traffic. It's been very difficult.
It is a very difficult thing what we are facing up, because I have left it from my showroom by an hour and a half. So we have just covered around like maybe 6 kilometers, 7 kilometers, and it is a very huge thing that we cannot commit to certain clients, and we are losing our cases off. It is a very hard thing that we are facing up here. So hopefully something will happen by this government to clear these things out.
It's really pathetic. Like commuting from one stretch to another. Basically, if somebody is coming from Hebbal or so it takes like 1.5 or 2 hours to reach this place. And the roads are literally, pathetic.
Actually, I come from Electron City, so like Hebgodi, it's nearby Electron City. The major challenge which I face coming here is, like, as you know, the traffic part. And during the rainy time, that the drainage and all will be like too much of problem. So that is the major problem that I will be facing, and because of that I have to come from the inside of the villages and all. So in that way, like bike condition will also not be good, and that is a major problem we'll be having.
All right, because we've been consistently speaking about this story, let me tell you, we have some breaking news specifically for the people who are watching us in Bengaluru. The Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar has reacted now to this continuous focus that we have kept on the absolutely pathetic, the brand Bengaluru going in those potholes, draining in those potholes. Now D.K. Shivkumar has in fact spoken on this. This is the big NDTV impact that you are seeing here, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, D.K. Shivkumar has put out on X and has said that he has set a November deadline to fix the poor quality of the roads and potholes. The Deputy Chief Minister says that contractors have been given a final warning and deadline to fill the potholes within November to resolve the problems of potholes on Bengaluru roads, since clean Bengaluru and smooth traffic are our goals. The GBB, Greater Bengaluru Municipal Corporation, will provide relief to the potholes as soon as possible. This is big, in fact, news coming in. The Deputy Chief Minister reacting to this continuous focus that we have put at least on Bengaluru. And I'm hoping that the government of Maharashtra is also seeing this, and they would also wake up after 2 lives have been lost. This is the Deputy Chief Minister, D.K. Shivkumar. Let me very quickly read again. Contractors have been given a final deadline to fill the potholes within November to resolve the problem of potholes on Bengaluru roads. Since a clean Bengaluru and smooth traffic are our goals, GBB will provide relief to the people as soon as possible. That's what the Deputy Chief Minister is saying, and he has put a picture of the potholes as well. I hope that the voice coming in from the top authority is going to put enough pressure that at least there will be some relief for the people of Bengaluru. Let me go across to my colleague Deepak Bopana, who is joining us with more details. Deepak, your continuous reporting, our focus on NDTV on the pothole problems, the menace in Bengaluru. The Deputy Chief Minister at least has reacted and is promising a November deadline.
This is massive because, you know, we at NDTV for the last several weeks have been highlighting the poor state of infrastructure, the immediate need for intervention from, politicians to take some strong, decisive action against this menace that has been plaguing the city for several years now. And promises keep coming time and again, but the solutions on the ground seem to be very little. The Deputy Chief Minister, who of course has been time and again reiterating his ambitions for brand Bengaluru, also now of course with the Greater Bengaluru Authority coming into effect because the BBMP has been phased out, the Greater Bengaluru Authority, which has of course spread itself in different parts of Bengaluru through 5 different corporations, will cater to civic and infrastructural needs. He has now taken cognizance of the reportage by NDTV on the civic mess. He says that in the next couple of months, that is by November, all the roads in the city should be free of any sorts of problems, be it potholes or puddles. It should not exist. And these are clear instructions that have been sent out to the contractors. Nearly 350 kilometers of roads in the city of Bengaluru need to be asphalted is what he has said. So this is of course a very serious instruction that has come in from the Deputy Chief Minister, who is also the in-charge minister for Bengaluru.
Right.
So it's a massive development, but then again, for the people, they will be apprehensive. The biggest reason for this apprehension is that such deadlines have been given in the past, even by the Karnataka High Court. But on the ground, will we actually see this change? We hope to, people of Bengaluru, of course, will be hoping to see that as soon as possible.
All right, Deepak, thank you for joining us with all those details at this moment. Important, in fact, news break coming here on NDTV. The Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka has reacted, and he's saying that by November, there will be relief for the people of Bengaluru. The focus is on giving better roads, pothole-free roads to the Silicon Valley of India.